So what could be the best perk wizard have? Some people would tell me it's probably Sage or maybe Fire Mastery. I also see a lot of people liking Ice Mastery in Nomos, where they run Ice Bolt to like slow down and froze people. Maybe Spell Overload so we have more charges. Or maybe Arcane Mastery. However, a lot of people are still not running Ice Shield in solos, and this is a big mistake. When you read the perk, it might not sound that good. A 20% move speed slow and 20% action speed slow for 0.5 seconds when you get hit might sound not enough to save you, right? However, this perk is really broken. It was so broken at the time that they had to nerf it and give it a cooldown. This perk is even bugged. There's a bug within the perk, and still to this day I still play this perk because it's really strong. And in this video, I'm gonna show you guys clips, explain to you why it's OP, how it works, and why you should be using it in solos.
There's no way.
Oh, good shit.
So in the meantime, you guys look at the loot. Can you guys guess how many times Ice Shield saved me there? It saved me actually twice, not once but twice in under 5 seconds, which is insane. The Warlock was running 321 move speed, so with his Crucial Sword out, he was basically 300 move speed. I'm running 298 move speed, so he's faster than me with his weapon out. So let's take a look in detail about the fight that just happened. Here he has a skeleton on him, so I decided to push him for a quick zap, and I don't use Fireball, I don't use Ice Bolt, because I can hit myself on the wall. However, zap is hit scan, so there's no projectile, it just goes directly to him and does damage. I go back instantly after. I thought he was gonna push, so I charge Ice Bolt preemptively. However, he doesn't push, and Ice Bolt is the best spell here because he doesn't have a shield, so he cannot block it. I hear him taking a potion, so I punish instantly by going forward and using a quick zap. Here I jump back, but I hit the wall. So he decided to punish me by pushing right here. He hit me once. Ice Shield is applied on him. He's slowed by 20% move speed and 20% action speed. So as soon as I got this info, I jump back instantly and cancel my missile, so I can punish him with another missile. You see here, he swung at me, but he's too far from the range. Again, here he used a blow of corruption, hit me once, I lose almost like 50% of my HP instantly, so if he hits me another time in the head, I'm probably dead. However, the slow is just enough to cover me from dying and killing him instead. You can see the swing was about to hit me, but he dies right after the hit, right before the hit. So now that you've seen Ice Shield in action, let's try to understand how it works, because the text in the information you got here is not accurate. First of all, it states that you gain 20 armor rating. And also it slows people on melee attacks. When they hit you, they get slowed by 20% move speed and 20% action speed for 0.5 seconds. And it doesn't apply the slow when the perk is on cooldown. So yeah, Ice Shield has a cooldown of 5 seconds. However, cooldown are counted as debuff in the game. So if you have high debuff duration, the better it is. So let's say the cooldown is 5 seconds, which is the case, Ice Shield is 5 seconds. Then with 20% debuff duration, the debuff is gonna be 20% shorter. So you get it back shorter, if that makes sense. Also, it states that you gain 20 armor rating. However, the 20 armor rating you gain, is lost when you get hit, when the perk is on cooldown. So this is a bug that's been there since they reworked the perk. You can see it gives me 4% PDR right here. So if I get hit, after the first hit, I lose 4% physical damage reduction. So I believe this is a bug and it wasn't intended. Only the slow should go on cooldown, but not the 20 armor rating you get. I don't know why they haven't fixed it, but maybe they don't know about it. But that's how it works. Also, how it was before Ice Shield, it was really OP. Just take this perk, but without cooldown. It had no cooldown, and it worked and ranged attacks. So if a ranger shot you with an arrow, or a wizard shot you with Ice Bolt, he was slowed for 20% move speed and 20% action speed. So Ice Shield was actually broken back then. It got nerfed like 2 wipes ago, I believe, where they gave the perk a cooldown. However, I still feel like with even having a cooldown, the perk is still really good, as you guys can see, and saved me many times in solo, duos. So I really recommend you guys equipping that perk. That guy's dead. Not only Ice Shield is a good defensive perk, but it's also really strong offensively. Why? When someone pushes you and start meleeing you, he gets slowed because of Ice Shield. So if you're able to time missile at the same moment, it's really hard for him to get away from those missiles and usually eat all of them to the face. A lot of people don't actually know that Ice Shield exists and how it works. So that's why when they push you and hit the shield, and they get slowed, but don't expect it. Same for the move speed, same for the attack speed. And that's why you strike with missile, building 10 true magical damage, and they just flop under a second. So I know that you guys are always curious about like what I build on my wizard, so there you go. I go for like a mana sphere. Make sure it's 2 true magical damage, get some magic power, a magical damage bonus on it. Leather cap, I usually go additional magical damage and 2 knowledge. The 2 knowledge is really important because I'm building knowledge on the leather cap and the chest piece, both of them, so I can hit 70% cast speed without using Sage, and I can fit in Ice Shield. If you're running low gear and you cannot afford getting Ice Shield and you need Sage to hit high cast speed, I would recommend taking off Ice Shield and going Sage instead. But if you can afford double knowledge roll on leather cap and ruby silver, I would think Ice Shield is probably better here. So on leather cap, additional magical, knowledge, chest piece, 2 knowledge, 2 vigor. That's like the basic, it's like 1k. If you can't afford it, just go 2 knowledge. Leather houses, legendary 1 are so cheap right now. This one I got it for 400 only. This is like probably 6-7 HP, which is insane. And 6 knowledge. Also 28 armor rating. Leather items are really high base armor rating. The Ruby Rawhide, it's a classic. You can go AG, Dex, or Max Health on them, depending on your budget. Dex is the cheapest, Max Health percentage then AG, then Max Health. On the Vigilant Cloak, you go True Magic, Cast Speed, and Max Health. Grim Smile, same. The triple roll percentage because it's cheaper. So here, same. And then Occultist Boots. Legendaries are quite cheap right now because of the increase of loot in High Roller. So I go 5 move speed usually and a bit of HP. If you cannot afford it, just buy purple with 5 move speed, sorry. They usually like the same price. And then like a regular Crystal Sword, Overload, Ice Shield, Arcane Mastery, Quick Chant. Arcane Shield for solos. So this is the solo setup with Ignite. This is solo. And if you want to play duo, you're bringing Ice Bolt for kiting. I wouldn't recommend Lightning Strike right now because the spell is bugged. Explosion is fine, but the problem is like then you don't have range option. So I really like Ice Bolt in this setup, and that's all you need. And for duos, you go Meditation. So I hope this was clear. These are the stats. You can see the stats: 140 HP, 300 move speed almost, 30% PDR, 20% magical resistance, and 37% magic power bonus. Oh yeah, the choker also. So this kit is 10 true magical. 9 true, 1 add. So this is like 4 here, 5, 6, 7, 2 here. So that's 9. and +1, that's 10.
In the depths of these caves, we ain't play no games. So be careful, cause the cave troll will leave you in pain.